The last section of the platform is one of the most popular areas of the platform right now is our infographics. This is an uplifting one here. So with all of our different infographics, our research and analysts find the data and information that provide the information to our graphics designers who will put together what you see here for that infographic. With all of the different infographics, we provide a editorial about what this is displaying. You're able to download them and you're able to post them on the different social media sites. So let's say your math department found this interesting. They're more than welcome to put it on their website. They're more than welcome to share it with their colleagues. Everything on the database is to republish. If you go to the top toolbar, go directly into our infographics section. Let's see. A lot of current events. We have a lot going on with the upcoming election. Here's one particular infographic. Oh, this is as current as it comes. This is posted yesterday. Some teachers are using these for class discussion ideas. Some are putting them in presentations. Let me just point out one notation here. With some of our infographics, you're going to see a third-party reference. We work with Mashable, Huffington Post, the Wall Street Journal. This is the journal in which that they've come to us looking for an infographic to correspond to an article that they're running or an editorial. Our research team, like I mentioned, will put the data and information together. The graphics designers will put together what you see here. So the journal last week was putting an article about this topic. They needed an infographic. We have the backlink that will provide you to the article in which this was featured. And you'll see that with a lot of our different infographics on the platform. Here's another one here. Here is the infographic. Here is the summary. Here's the backlink that will drive you right to the article. And here is our infographics featured here. Besides the infographics, we have something called, go back to the top here, we have something called giant charts, very similar to an infographic. It just has more than one statistic on a slide. Once again, here's your HTML code, your different ways of sharing it, and we also provide that download chart noted here. Another way of searching besides topics, you could search by industries. And here's different ways of searching and looking. We try to help everyone with their different navigation needs, your overview. We provide subcategories, and as we scroll through, you'll see the different dossiers, the different reports, and there's different topics as well. From the top toolbar, you're able to search by countries. Your overview, a dossier, some related topics, there's different facets. Here is an infographic, and there's different statistics and reports as well. And lastly is an area of the platform called Digital Market Outlook. All of the other data and information we're aggregating from those 18,000 sources. The Digital Market Outlook area is where our researchers and analysts went out and did the actual surveys to gather the data of this particular section. This we just completed at the end of last year. Just want to point out, like everything else on the platform, everything is available to customize. And the different key market indicators. And that's everything from my end. Just wanted to do a quick highlight and run through of the platform with the test trial, and also moving forward with the campus license. You will be able to have the same kind of functionality and the same kind of access that I did as well. Oh, one thing just to point out is you're able, the platform's in 3 other languages as well.
Haley, can you talk a little bit more? You touched on it very quickly, but can you talk a little bit about the reader support text that's attached to some of the text stats?
Oh, sure. All of the data and information that we have has the backlink that's going to drive you to these different reports, and there's about 20,000 of them. The backlink to the sources, but these are the different reports that you're able to get online, or they're ones that we have partnerships with companies that we pay for. We give them access to our analysts and researchers, and they give us access to their platforms for some of the data and information that we need to verify the statistics on our database. Does that answer your question, kind of?
Actually, if you pull up a stat, I can't remember, we're looking at poverty, I think.
Oh, poverty?
And there was the text underneath the graph where there was sometimes reader support. I thought it was called reader support.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Sorry.
Yeah.
Got it now. All right.
Yeah, no.
Poverty. The reading support. This is just providing additional editorial that our researchers and analysts are explaining what this data and information is providing to you. It's just not just showing you the raw data or the actual statistic information, but we're providing what this is all about. It's just helping, giving, exactly what is additional support, supplemental reading for the data and information. We're very transparent where we're getting it from, and not only are we transparent, but we're also providing you the information and the back history about it. Does that answer your question? But you'll see this with all of the statistics on the platform. And what's nice about it is, as we're going through this, let's say now that we want to gather information about people living in poverty in the U.S., we provide backlinks.
And yeah, that did answer the question.
Okay, and there you go. What's nice about it is that all of that reading support and all the backlinks will provide you with some sort of supplemental reading to give you an explanation of what we're trying to provide to you. Any other questions? Is there anything that I can answer? I know that you have the link. I don't know if you've been on the database at all lately, but you'll see that we're constantly adding so many infographics to a lot of things that are going on right now in the news, between the terrorism, the election, even with the new iPhone announcement. You'll see that there's always an infographic highlighting that. All right.
Thanks a lot.
No problem. Thank you. And like I said, please feel free to pass out that link to everybody. Sheila, feel free if you have any questions. I am available. Darren, like I said, please offer my time or if anyone wants a brief overview, it would be my pleasure.